If your conversion rate optimization team is just optimizing for conversion rate, I'm going to explain to you why that is the wrong metric to optimize for only and what to optimize for instead. We come into e-commerce brands to add $1 million a month of new revenue for our clients, and CRO is an important lever on how we get there. Whether we're testing products or offers, bundles, pricing, we're not just optimizing for conversion rate, and here's why. When you're just optimizing for conversion rate, there's a lot of ways that it could lead you down the wrong path. If you don't have a lot of volume, the conversion rate looks amazing, but it doesn't normally stick when there is 5x or 10x the small volume. You could have a high conversion rate, but a lower average order value, and that means that your customer that you just acquired isn't as profitable as they were previously. You could also have a higher conversion rate, but also have less contribution margin in terms of profit per order, and so that throws off the whole model as well. That's why I think there's a hierarchy of the metrics that you optimize for when it comes to CRO in your business. I think there are 3 levels. The first level is conversion rate. After that, I think you should optimize for revenue per visit. Depending on what's going on in your business, whether you're testing different SKUs or collections or bundles or price points, at the end of the day, most likely what you want is how do I get more revenue per every visit that comes to my website? The reason I put the caveat is because there are times where we're testing a free plus shipping offer. That's going to change your revenue per visit. There are other times where we're promoting a lower ticket offer on purpose because we know our math of what's happening with that offer and we want that lower AOV. Even though it doesn't maximize the revenue per visit, it's actually the right decision for the business when it comes to profitability and scale. And so with all things being equal, you do want to optimize for revenue per visitor. Then at the top of the hierarchy, the most important metric when it comes to conversion rate optimization is what is your contribution margin per order? Or a different way to say it is what's your profit per order? There's 2 main time periods on profitability. The first one is when you acquire them on day 0, and then the second one is generally on a number that you say that this is the point that I want to be the most profitable. One of our clients is optimizing for a 3-year LTV. That is the line in the sand of like, this is how profitable I want to be in 3 years from the time that I acquire a customer. We have other brands that they do the same thing, but at 1 year. The issue that I see is that the person who owns CRO inside of the company or as an agency, they're not owning the fact of profitability on day 0 as well as on the benchmark of 1 year, for example. Most e-commerce businesses don't get sold. Most are cash flow businesses. Cash flow comes from how much profit you're actually able to extract from a business based off of the type of person you're acquiring on day 0, and then the LTV and the overall compound of additional orders that they make in the lifetime of that avatar. This is why the hierarchy of metrics for the person who owns conversion rate optimization for your brand first needs to be, yes, conversion rate, that's the baseline. After that, it's what is the revenue per visit, and then after that is what is my net profit or my contribution margin per order on day 0 versus what happens in the 1 year from now or whatever time frame that's relevant for your business. Now, send this to your team, look at the metrics you're tracking, and then see what metrics make sense for your business and the benchmarks that make sense. Because again, the goal is not just to optimize for conversion rate. You're optimizing for revenue and profit. If you got value from this video, click like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.